Hello children, I'm back again with you. But I hope that previous week you did your lessons properly, and in the previous week there was the chapter on various types of economy, that is capitalistic economy, socialistic economy and mixed economy. There are certain types of economies in the world. Why you should learn that one? Because some are developed and some are developing. Mostly we discussed earlier that mostly the developed countries have capitalistic structure and developing countries has a mixed economic structure. And socialistic country, there are very few socialistic country. As we discussed, this is China is there, Cuba is there, USSR was there, but now it is not over there, USSR. But these economy, they have their own features, they have their own characteristics, and we have learned that characteristic previously. But still, we will once again go with those. Capitalistic economy means the economy which have the factors of production are owned by the people only, because people are very rich, their standard of living is very high, and all the resources of factors or resources of production are owned by them. There is minimum or no government interference in these types of economy. They continue, the private owners, they continue their production. If they find that there is profit with whatever they are producing, they will go on producing, and if they find that there is no profit, they will not produce those goods. This is their motive. That is, there is only solely a profit motive. But there is no motive of service. There is no motive of service, because all people are rich. They have their own capital. They have money in their hands, and naturally, what do? They don't want to produce those goods which do not give them any profit. But in a socialistic country, which is all which are everything is owned by the government. Government owns those. The factors of production are owned by the government. There is no existence of private property. Anyone who wants to start a business, wants to work anywhere, he has to do it under government. He cannot own property of its own. Even in order to own a house or a land, he has to take the permission of the government, but he cannot get it, because the government owns everything. And there is equality of income. Why? Everyone is working under government, and government is paying them. Naturally, they are all paid up in a similar way. Equality of income is there, not equal income, children. Equality of income. Next comes mixed economy. Mixed economy has the feature of both the capitalistic economy and the socialistic economy. There are private ownership, the resources are owned by the private people, and the ownership of resources are also in the hand of the government. There are planning authority to plan up the economy, and there may be a free economy. There are also free economies. As our country, India, we have a mixed economic system, where there exists the control of the government, as also there are private sectors. But whatever is carried on in a mixed economy, the planning authority is always there to guide the people, and they see that the general people are not neglected. There are class of people who are very rich, who are very rich, they have crores of rupees in their hands. But there are people who are very poor. They don't have money even to meet their ends. Twice a meal, okay? The meal twice a day cannot even be, they may not acquire them. So the government sees that the production is carried on in such a way that there are production of necessary goods as also there are production of goods which are of high values, which will be demanded by the rich people. Not like the capitalistic countries where only the goods are produced for the people who can pay for them. But here in our country, our 80% people, 75%, 80% people are very poor, and these masses, the masses, struggle hard to earn our living. That is what is a mixed economy where private sector exists as also public sector exists, but there is always a control of the government in every part of it. Okay, but whatever the economy is, whatever is the economy, be it capitalistic, socialistic, or mixed, but there must be a proper infrastructure. There must be some proper infrastructure. What is infrastructure? It is a basic system. It is the basic system or service of a country. Basic, which is very basic in nature. That means without these basic things, say in our houses, what are the basic things? We must have a kitchen. Okay, we must have a toilet in the house, so that and the basic needs are fulfilled in our houses. In the same way, in a economy, there must be a basic thing, basic system which will support it, which will give us support. Just like in our house, there are some basic things: a room, a kitchen, a toilet. Okay, these are some of the basic things which help us to live in a proper condition, proper manner. So in an economy also, there are basic systems which help the economy to grow. Whatever is the economy, it might be socialistic, economic, capitalistic, or mixed economy. There must be a infrastructure. And that infrastructure, what is infrastructure? First, infrastructure, the structure which is needed to give a support to the economy, the basic structure, service of a country which is needed to function properly. Now, so that is what is infrastructure. Infrastructure may be of two types. One is social infrastructure and economic infrastructure. So in an economy, the government wants to create a welfare state. Now that welfare state consists of what? Welfare state, that means state which is meant for the society, for serving the people of the society. People of the society will be served only when they give the basic, they are provided the basic necessities of life. So the basic necessities of life, see, we consider them as health and welfare, sanitation, which is the most important one, to lead a healthy life. Then there is education, so that future citizens of a country can be made. They can be educated with proper guidance. Okay, so that is what is about social infrastructure. Next comes economic infrastructure, that is power, which is needed to run machines, needed to run industries, which are needed in every houses. Then comes energy. Then transport is a very important infrastructure, because goods are to be transferred from one place to another, be it raw materials or be it the finished goods. Whatever it is, they are transferred from one country to the other country, or from one state to the other state, or from one district to other district. So these are the infrastructure. One of the infrastructure is very important, is transport, and the other infrastructure is communication. communication, telephone, then there are telephone, there are fax. Okay, this system must be developed, must be there, so that the country can progress, because we need this communication system to communicate to the other countries. When we are sending goods, we must communicate to those people, though that we are sending goods, or we are while receiving the goods. This communication is very important. So whatever is the economy, capitalistic, socialistic, or a mixed economy, an infrastructure is needed. What is this infrastructure? A basic system or service. Basic system or service. So these are system or services which are needed to run an economy. And if these are there, then an economy will progress. See, there is no dearth of, there is dearth of, sorry, there is wants have to be, our wants are unlimited, but the resources to fulfill these wants are very limited. We have to be very careful to use these resources, because we can put it into alternative uses. If there are uses which we can which are better for the betterment of the economy, so we have to use those resources for the betterment of that economy, rather than producing the goods which are not as good as the other goods. So we have to have a choice between them, whether to engage these some resources in production of one good, or whether to engage the production for the production of the other goods. But all things are enough, but it will be there. But if there is no infrastructure, then that particular economy has to face certain problems. It cannot survive. So the infrastructure facility, our India is also trying to build up the infrastructure, roads, bridges, railways, communication systems are being developed. All these things are taking place, are being developed, so that there is development in the, or growth in the whole of Indian economy. So in our next class, or rather we have discussed, I think, role of infrastructure in an economy. It gives us it gives us to it helps us in many ways. It helps us to promote our industries. It helps us to make us literate. Okay, so there are many kinds of importance of these, or the role of this infrastructure, which we will take up once again, because this class we have discussed about capitalistic, socialistic, and mixed economy. Once again, we revised the previous chapter, and then we took up the next chapter, and here we come to know that what is infrastructure, what are the two types of infrastructure available in an economy, and next day we will again do the role of infrastructure in an economy. Then we will go take up one after the other, economic infrastructure and social infrastructure. So for the time being, excuse me, so see you next day in next class in good health. Okay, then bye bye.